like this. Now, based on the lines we made, we want to revisit these lines so that, they are rhyming. Now that we've cut and taped down, remove some that, they are out of alignment. If there's anything like that, they are out of alignment. So we want to, like make them come back. So I'll be doing this now. I'll be putting them back together like this, like so. Just like I said, depending on how deep, we don't want to be naked. Remember, I am a modest fashion pattern illustrator, so we don't want to be naked. Don't do something that your breast will all be out. So as you're taking it deep, be mindful and be conscious of how deep it's going to be. I think after your normal basic bodice pattern, 2 inches or 2.5 inches should be okay. Please, anything below that, you're going to be having a serious deep neckline, and you probably will be needing a camisole to wear it, and you wouldn't want that. So please be conscious of how deep you're going in. Okay, so from here also, we'll be taking this down so that it can align with the line we've made. So that is it. Our lines are back now, and this is what next we are going to do. Okay, this is what next we are going to do. Okay, and from here also, we're going to be taking this down. Okay, I would want this point, this very particular point, to lay flat, because if it doesn't lay flat, you'll be having difficulties achieving this very particular female look on your fabric when you're cutting, because you're not going to cut and you set this like this, and so you need it to be flat. That's why we are doing the flat pattern here, flat pattern drafting. So you need this to be flat. That means I'm still going to be making use of this. Just take a line that points directly at the bust point, and rule it down, probably 1 inch after the center front, and rule it down. Okay, so after doing that, you cut from here so that you can have that place flat. Yes, now it is flat. Remember, this is your center front. Whatever you're doing, this place should be straight, like center front. It should be straight. Don't come and do something like this. It should be straight. Some of us, we use those tables, or if you're using a table, make sure it's at the edge of your table so that you be very sure. Something like this. Let's say now, let me using this as a guideline. Okay, yes, so make sure it's at somewhere, or you can just rule a line and use that line as your guideline. Okay, so here now, and this, okay, here now, and this. So having done this now, I'm going to be taping this down so that it doesn't move. Like I said, I want to make sure it's at the center. I'm going to be taping this down so that it doesn't move. Okay, before I do this, I'm going to be bringing the whole of this way, the whole of this way. So I'm just taping this down now so that it doesn't move. Okay, tape this down so that it doesn't move. From here also, I'll tape this down. Please be sure this place is straight, like it's on a straight, the line is straight, grain line. Yes, that's what we call it. Make sure the grain line is straight so that it doesn't disorganize what you're sewing. So when you're sewing, you have exactly what you have cut. Make sure the grain line is straight. Okay, so I'm going to be using a white paper to put between that so that we'll see what it looks like by the time I fold. And before I do that, I want to cut this piece on fold. Okay, just do that now before cutting it on fold. I'll put the white paper first before cutting it on fold. So guys, I don't have a white pattern paper. I'm just going to be using a white exercise book. I just have only the brown. Any color, just so you differentiate where it is, okay? So you differentiate where that's where you're going to be folding up, so you don't fold where isn't necessary and you won't have that fit or that design, okay? So this is it now. This is it now. So this here now, this here now, I won't be making this much. You can measure this if you want. 1 inch is okay for me. 1 inch is okay for me. So just 1 inch. Here also 1 inch is okay. Right? Here also 1 inch is okay. So from here to 1 inch is okay for me. Yeah. 1 inch is okay for me from here also. So you do that now. And then you, with your pen, you take this way, sort of mark them out according to what your pattern have. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, mark it out according to what you have in your pattern. So I'm going to be taking this out now. Let me tape here down so that it doesn't disturb me what I'm doing. So this is it now. This is it now. This is it now. I'm going to be cutting this like so. Like the way our pattern is going, we're going to be following our pattern. The way the main pattern is going, that's the way we're going to follow it to cut this down. So having done this, we should be having something like this. So I want to trace out this on another paper, so it's going to be two. So it's going to be, sorry, I want to take this, trace this out on another paper, like on fold, so you see what it looks like on fold. I want to be taking this on fold. I want to trace this out on fold, okay? So this here should be enough. I'm cutting this on fold now, as if we're using the paper. I'm doing this so that you understand clearly what it looks like. I don't want to do it on half of it. You probably might not understand the look. So I'm doing this on fold now so that you understand what it looks like, especially when you're cutting on your fabric. You can also do this on your paper and cut it on fold, so that when you're cutting on your fabric, you just have one piece to cut and not two. Just have one piece to cut, okay? Whichever way that you want to do it. I'm going to be adjusting this like so. Okay, so this is it now. So just exactly the same thing we did. I'm going to be cutting this out, following the pattern of the first one. Please guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Sometime now I've not been posting pattern drafting videos. I've been very busy, but I just wrote down a kind of a plan on how to manage my time and make sure this YouTube doesn't go down. So guys, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Turn on the notification bell so that you see when I post new videos. And the subscription is free. That's a very interesting part of it. It's free. Nobody's charging you for subscribing. So it's free and it's also to your own advantage. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you first be the person to know when I post new videos. Okay, so this is it here now. You do this, do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay, the reason